and he was sponsored by a very good Speedway mechanic named Ed Shaffer of Speedway Research. It was in Santa Ana, Costa Mesa, California, off of MacArthur and the 55 freeway. And I got a chance to go there one time when I was a new rider. And I knocked on the door, and Ed opened the door and said, "Who goes there?" It was like the Wizard of Oz, you know. And I told him, "I'm a young Speedway rider and I'd like to see a shop." And he said, "No, go away." And I said, "Please, Ed, I just want to look at your shop. I've never seen it before." So Ed is a good guy, and he said, "All right." And he let me walk through his shop, and it was like a surgical center. And all of Rick Woods' motorcycles were there. I think those were the days that they were running nitro. So of course, they had to rebuild those motorcycles quite often because the nitro fuel was very fast for those two valves. However, they burned the engines up fast too, probably the valves also. So they were constantly rebuilding those bikes after running the nitro fuel. But Ed's shop was beautiful, and I believe it was only Rick Woods' bikes there, and it was really gorgeous, and it was super nice. And Ed Shaffer, he definitely ran a clean outfit, and later on he passed away of a heart attack. He was such a calm guy. You know, you talk to Ed Shaffer, who was Rick Woods' sponsor, and Ed Shaffer was so calm, and he just had a real mild manner about him. It's like he hardly spoke two words, and he didn't like to talk. You could tell when somebody's not very talkative. And I'm talkative, but Ed Shaffer wasn't. And I was a little surprised that he had a heart attack and passed away a few years later, because it seemed like he didn't have any stress at all.